Hi there, this is Stefania Grant, mom, mentor, speaker, and founder of Girlfriends International. Welcome to this week's video. Welcome to my channel for those who are visiting for the first time. For those who have subscribed to my channel, I thank you so much for all your support. In this video, I really want to take the time to talk about my journey. I know I talk a lot about your journey to greater and talk about pursuing and fulfilling your dreams and your visions and so forth. And I wanted to take the time to just introduce you to my story and where it all began. So about 5 years ago, I was having a conversation with one of my favorite girls, and we were talking about womanhood and what it means to be a mother, what it means to be a wife, and what it means that God has invested seeds on the inside of us. And from that moment, or from that conversation, I realized I wanted to honor all the women that have inspired me and motivate me on my journey. And I wanted them to come together in one place and meet my family, my sisters, and my family can meet them, my mom can meet them, and so on. So that night went really well. I was able to honor them as my honorary guest and to really express my appreciation to them and what they have done, or the impact they have made on my life. And from there on, I really wanted to capture that moment. I wanted to build an organization or start an organization that will be the foundation to really bring women together, to honor them and support them, and for us to encourage and motivate each other as mothers, wives, sisters, daughters. And we can just share our story in hopes that we will inspire our sister or inspire the woman that's next to us. So from there on, there's a few things that I have learned. It has been about 5 years or so, and I thankfully that I have not given up, and I have just really kept on this journey. It was not easy, has not been easy. I've had my moments where I felt discouraged and disappointed. I have felt frustration. There's time where I felt like giving up and that it just did not or was not worth it. But I also had my moments of happiness and victory and celebration when someone will come to me and say, thank you so much for what you're doing, and thank you so much for inspiring me and motivating me and encouraging me. That, my friend, is just worth the frustration and disappointments. That, my friend, is what excite me and really motivate me to continue going on this journey. So there's a few things that I have learned, and I really wanted to share them with you today. And the first one is to start small and build on it. The Bible says, do not despise your small beginnings. I believe that there is power, there's a blessing in when you start small and you allow God to mold and to build you on your journey. I believe that there's so much for you to learn when you're starting out. And if you start small on your journey, there are things that you're going to pick up, such as wisdom and knowledge. You're going to understand more. You're going to have more passion, more desires. You're going to want to add more things or more ways to inspire or to motivate or to build your business or to really get your message out there. So you want to start small and allow God to build you. And there's so much to gain on this journey. So you don't want to start being full. You want to start being empty so you can just really learn as much as you possibly can. Because I can honestly say that on this journey, I have learned so much. My desires, my passion has just really increased. I have gained so much knowledge and so much wisdom from where God has started me from. And the second thing I wanted to say, that make sure that God is leading you on your journey. He is your traveling guide. He is the most important person that you want on your journey to greater, because what God can do in your life in one day, you will not be able to do it in 10 or 15 years. God can open doors for you that no man, including yourself, could ever open for yourself. He can make your message get out there and represent you in such a way that no PR firm or no one can represent you the way that God can represent you. He knows what it is that you need. He knows what it is that He needs to put in you or impart on you as you fulfill the dream and the purpose that He has placed inside of you. So make sure that God is with you on this journey. The Bible says that He will go before you and He will make your crooked path straight. So God is your friend. He wants you to win. He's on your side. So make sure that you are you are being led by God on your journey. There's a few things that I have learned, that one of them is that purpose will lead you where men have left you. On my journey, there's so many people that have started out with me and they're no longer here, but God is consistent. God is faithful. He will never leave you nor forsake you. And I also learned that life is time and time is life. So on this journey, you want to make sure that you utilize your time wisely, and God will be that force in your life to help you on your journey, to make sure that you are getting the most out of your seasons in life. And this third thing I have learned is to make sure that you understand who you are and understand your story and accept your story. I have learned that my story is beautifully flawed, but it's still beautiful and it's my story. When I first started, I didn't want to share my story with anyone except those who I trust. I thought that they was going to use my story or use my vulnerability against me. I didn't want them to know my shame. I didn't want them to know my embarrassment. I didn't want them to know what it is that I have been through. But one thing I have realized is that my story is my power. My story has given me the courage and the boldness to go out there and to empower or encourage another woman. And I can share with her what it is, or where the areas I have went wrong, and my disappointments and my bad decision. And that is power, my friend, because you can help someone else not to repeat or to go through the same thing that you have experienced. So one thing that I've learned is to own my story and to be vulnerable, because there's no one out there that can use my story against me, because I have already owned it, I have claimed it, and I have spoken about my story when I want to on the platform that I want to. So no one can take my story and use it against me, because I have learned that people will use their vulnerable moments and use it to build a platform for themselves to talk about you. But if you own your story and if you share your story with boldness and with courage, no one can take your words and to take your story and to misinterpret it or misrepresent you or to build their own platform. So I've learned that there's power in my story. I'm not ashamed of the things that I have been through, because I know that it is without God I would not be here. It is because of Him where I'm able to get strength and build from a place of brokenness. So I'm not afraid of my story anymore. Matter of fact, I use it as a resource. I use it as a tool to encourage and inspire. I use it as a way for me to get to my next level. So I really hope that this video was helpful. Remember, as always, to stay connected to God, stay connected to your family, but most of all, stay connected to yourself. I hope you have a great day. Matter of fact, I hope you have a fantastic week. Stay tuned for more. Bye.